So obviously we have met you before, but if you could just introduce yourself.
My name's Andrew Mercer. I live on the flats, Welsh.
Could you tell us a little bit about what's been going on since we last spoke to you?
I've been a bit hectic really. I'm a bit stuck at the moment. I've got no electric and that. Struggling. My mental health problems been going like up and down. Like my money's been stopped, like not even halved, more than halved. My drug habit has gone through the roof, but like I come off it. I did come off it. I got help and that. I come off it, but like the boring life just got me back to
what help did you get off it?
I don't know. I just got a load of willpower from somewhere. I got CDT, community drug team. They helped me at first. I got put on Suboxone, something called Suboxone, and they put me on like 16 mil, and like that's the highest dose like that people know to be on. I just snapped myself off it. I don't know how. I just did it.
That's amazing.
Isn't it?
That's yeah.
3 months I stayed clean for though, but like I don't know. I went back to it.
What made you go back to it?
Mainly like the pain that I have in my body, and that like I have a lot of pain like with my head, my legs, my arms, my hands, through fighting when I was younger and just accidents. And like I just took it for pain really, and then I just got happy in it. Just got what am I about now? I just went off 2 different stories then. I'm talking about something else then. You asked me a totally different question then, didn't you?
No, I asked you what made you start it again.
Did you?
Yeah.
Alright, I forgot. Alright, no way.
How did it feel starting again after being clean for 3 months?
Just sends you into another world, doesn't it? Like, you know, your problems, like, people walk around and they're paranoid out their head every day and that, like, when I walk around through the day and that, I'm not paranoid, because I'm, like, in a way, I'm high, aren't I? But I just stroll, you know, just go on my own missions, yeah, that's what I do. Boring life, but it's quiet and it's simple and it's easy.
How's it affected your life starting again?
What do you mean?
Like, do you notice a difference in your life from when you were clean to when you've started using again?
Yeah, I'm grafting a lot more. I'm getting battered off security guards and that. Yeah. Security guards, Aldi, battered me because I robbed some, what did I rob? Leg of lamb. I robbed a leg of lamb because I was hungry. And I got battered for it.
In the street, in front of everyone?
In the street, yeah, but not in front of everyone. It was on a side street when I ran off. Yeah.
So there's no one around to help you or anything?
No. There was actually a mate though, he didn't do nothing actually. And the men will help you, aren't they?
Yeah.
But he didn't. Idiot.
So you mentioned before that your money's been stopped. How
Yeah.
come?
Like I was on PIP and that. And I'm meant to be on PIP because like I'm on epileptic tablets. Apparently when you have epilepsy, like you're not meant to work machinery and things like that, but the tablets I take are not meant to use machinery anyway, and you're meant to be on PIP for the tablets I take. But I lost my keys or they got stolen. 3 months I didn't have my keys for. I couldn't get my flat, and the number was there and that and the letter that I had. Obviously I couldn't get my house, could I? So it got stopped on the 17th of October. I've been fighting it back since Christmas. So I'm waiting on a decision. Hopefully I get it back. I should get it back. When I get it back, because like a lot of things will stop, like me grafting and that.
Yeah.
I won't graft no more because I won't need to. I'm gonna like get proper, like support myself properly, and then like I don't know, get off it again. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. I just thought then, yeah, you know what? Got a tripod at home. Can I have it?
Thank you.
It's a metal one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, an aluminium one.
Yeah.
With an aluminium top on it where you stick your camera on it.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I've got it at home. It's in a scrap pile. I was gonna demolish it and throw it, but yeah, it opens up and extends.
Oh, thank you. I'll need
Yeah,
it.
do you want it?
Yes, please.
I just fucking remembered looking at it then.
Without the PIP, how much do you have to live off each month?
Yeah, I'm on £152 a month.
A month?
Yeah, a month now at the moment. I'm on I think I'm on £152 a month. I was on 1,280.
So that's a massive.
Yeah, a massive drop.
So that 152, they expect you to buy electric, food,
Yeah.
everything for a whole month.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like 65 a week on electric.
Because you mentioned before that you haven't got electric at the moment.
No, I have no electric at the moment.
How long have you been living like that?
3 months. Yeah, 3 months I've been living like that for. Freezing cold, man. Like, free bicycles. I do.
Mm.
Yeah, it's hanging for my health as well because I've got asthma as well and that. It's horrible.
It's no good for that.
It isn't.
I'm alright, thank you. And you mentioned before with the security guard in Aldi and that you were taking it because you were hungry.
Yeah.
Do you find a lot of the time that you're having to go without food?
Yeah, I do, because I'm far from everywhere because of my mental health problems. Like where you get to eat and that, where people get homeless bags. All they have to do is pass me a bag and then I just walk off, that's it. And I can't even do that. They won't give me one. And people who ask for me, they won't give them one neither. It's a joke.
Would you say the council and that are aware of your situation and they're just not doing anything to help?
I don't know. It's a bit fair. I don't know. I ain't got a clue. All I know is that they're just trying to like mess me up everywhere possible. I try to like get forward in some way or another. Just keep getting set back. I just can't wait to move out of these flats. Because when I move out of these flats, I'm going to get a garden and that. And I'm going to grow some vegetables.
That'd be nice.
Want it? And that's what I want to do. Grow some veg.
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
Are you into like gardening and stuff like that?
Yeah. I grew carrot once. But me, like an idiot. Like you put it in a bucket and I forgot to stab holes in the bottom to let it breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like a big fat one little it was like a big fat carrot on the top, but it was flat.
Oh,
they
no.
breathe.
Yeah.
Cause they grow, don't they? Larger, longer.
Yeah.
When they breathe, when they've got air to breathe.
You need like the drainage.
Yeah, the drainage, and because I didn't give it drainage, it was like a flat carrot. A big fat flat carrot. It was pretty funny actually. Looked like that monkey there. Yeah, with stalks. Just with green stalks coming out of its head. Yeah.
Where would you like to go in life?
I don't.
Like, what would you like to achieve?
I'm gonna start drawing a bit more again because I'm into my art. I like drawing.
Are you good at drawing?
Birds.
Mm.
Birds. I like drawing birds. I've just been talking about that to Ticky Boredom outside. He likes drawing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to anyone watching this, what would you like to say to them? Would you like to say anything?
I don't know really. Like, just try and be happy every day, innit? Like, you gotta sail on, haven't you? Like, don't be sad. And like, I don't know, speak to someone, innit? Like, I tend to like speak to people, like, about myself and that. Like, I get people laughing in the day, just me being that village idiot, but when they laugh, it makes me laugh.
Makes you feel better.
Yeah, it makes me feel better about me and a bit. You know, I just spoke to about 10 different people before I come here because, like, I don't know, it's just, I know everybody, but they're not interfering as much because, like, I keep myself to myself, don't I?
Yeah.
A lot.
Would you like to get clean again?
Yeah. And I'll give myself 6 months to come clean off everything. So halfway through this year, I want to be drug free. So
That's amazing.
yeah, it is, and I'm going to do it. I am going to do it.
Is it any easier knowing that you've done it before?
Yeah.
Like, easier knowing that you can do it?
I don't know really. I don't know, because I ain't got a clue, because I can't remember how I did it last time. I really don't know how I did it, but like, even if I don't have like obviously I take heroin and that, but if I don't have a bag in that day, I get really bad pains in my stomach and that, and it hurts, and I throw up and that, and so I can't imagine how I did it. And I come off them tablets as well. I just snapped myself off them.
So you were completely clean off everything?
Completely, yeah. But it was so easy to drop back in it, man, it was. It is. It's so hard. But getting back out of it, it's like, I just have to find that one day I will do, I will find that. Everyone says, oh yeah, you just this and that, but I've done it before, so I know I can do it again. And if I can do it, why can other people not do it though?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like, if I found that willpower to do it myself once, then there's got to be other people out there what can do it.
Can do it.
Because I don't know where I did it or how I got to do it, but I did it.
That's some amazing willpower.
Innit? I just got to find that again.
And you will.
And I hope so.
You
I
will.
want to.
That's half the battle, wanting to.
Yeah. Innit?
Do you think?
Innit?
Do you think next time you'll end up staying off?
I want to, yeah. But I'm going to have to fill, like, I don't know, find something to do. Like I said, I'll grow carrots. Nah, I'll grow something else.
Potatoes?
Yeah, potatoes, man. Potatoes grow underground. I like growing potatoes.
Tomatoes?
I wonder what they call them now. Because you have to call them your
Own type of.
oh yeah, your own. They've already got Mersey spuds, haven't they? Mersey. No, mercy me. No mercy. No.
One last question. Do you feel like your mental health and your health problems are worse when you're clean or when you're using?
I don't know, because like that differs, because like sometimes like I take drugs and I can do more in that day because I've had that drug. It gives me confidence as well.
Yeah.
And I know some people say that I don't know. Like I smoke weed, yeah. Sometimes, and it makes me feel hyper. Like it gets me giddy. But in the more like I talk more to people. Don't do the opposite to what other people do. People have weed and then they don't talk to people. They go quiet and don't want to talk to people, but I'm the opposite. I want to talk to people. So I don't know. It's hard to really answer that question in a way, because it's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some people are different.
That's fair enough.
But yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
And
I hope everything works out.
I
Thank you very much for watching. We're now going to talk a little bit about Andrew. Please do not forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed it. So Andrew, obviously we have spoken to him before, and this was sort of a catch up to see how he's been doing.
Yeah.
So the bit I want to focus on today is sort of, because he got clean for 3 months and then ended up relapsing. So I wanted to talk a little bit about why that sort of happens. So I, maybe naively, assumed that even like a week or a month of being clean was a good success rate for staying clean.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't. 40 to 60% of individuals relapse within 30 days.
Into 30 days?
Within 30 days, and then that goes up to 85% relapse within a year. Which I didn't realise that would be so high.
That's so high.
Which sounds like it probably is naive and ignorant, but I just assumed that if you were clean for, say, a week or 2 weeks or even a month, that then it would be easier to stay clean.
To stay clean.
But it's like the statistics literally show that that's not true. 15% of people stay clean. 85% end up relapsing.
But what's the reason? What's the reason of relapsing?
So
Why are
I
they
think,
relapsing?
from what I gathered from my research, there was a few common reasons.
Yeah.
So withdrawal.
Yeah.
But I didn't realise their symptoms can last for 6 to 18 months. That's, to me, is crazy.
Even for heroin?
I think it just is like a broad overview of of everything. So yeah. So I can imagine, like, if you got to 6 months and you were still 6 months clean, you were still experiencing symptoms, you probably would feel quite disheartened.
Yeah.
And tempted to use again, because that's a long time.
It's
6 to 18 months to battle through.
I think if you're busy or keep yourself busy, you got your family supporting you, you got good friends around you.
Yeah.
To keep your mind occupied, I think you can do it. But if you hang around with people that are doing the same thing, you still hang around with them, you still talk to them, it's more likely you're going to get back
into. So mental health was another common reason.
Yeah.
As in, and I think this is something that we've talked about a lot as well, the underlying problem, because drugs are just the coping mechanism.
Yeah.
And often people try and get clean without dealing with the reason why they were using drugs in the first place. So you take away the drugs and you've still got that problem, and now you've got nothing to numb it or help you deal with it.
But you know, most people that I spoke to, some of them, they don't know why they're taking the drugs. And that's scary because if you don't know why you're taking it, and you know it's not good for your health, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Something that triggered them to take the drugs.
Yeah.
But the first thing you need to realize that why you're taking it before you try to resolve anything else.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know why you're taking it and you just want to stop.
But I think people need to work on the underlying problem.
Yeah.
Don't just expect to get clean and your problems are going to go away. You're going to have the same problems as before, but now you need a healthier way of dealing with them. Like you said before, the people around them.
Yeah.
If you're around like-minded individuals, then, and I think that works for like everyone. Like even if like you're not an addict, you don't take drugs, but you're around a friend that's really motivated, you're more likely to get up and get stuff done.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're around someone that's quite happy to sit down all day, you're more likely to chill. Yeah. Unfortunately, your gym habit has not rubbed off on me yet, but you never know. This was an interesting one that I didn't think of. Places that are associated with the substance abuse. So even if you say you regularly sat on your sofa at night and took drugs, even your own home can then, in your mind, be associated with drug use.
Because you feel comfortable.
Yeah. So, like, obviously moving house isn't always an option for people, but even sort of rearranging the space or making it different or changing your routine at home.
You move out of town.
Yeah, but it's not that easy for some people.
It's not that easy, but if you can...
If you can, maybe a change of scene is a good idea. Poor self-care. So if you're not looking after yourself, it sends like a message to you internally that you don't deserve that you don't care about yourself, and can trigger a relapse. Which I can see that, as in like if you have like poor habits like eating poor or looking after yourself poor, like it's difficult to get out of that, isn't it?
It's different to snap out of it.
Yeah. Like it can almost, it just makes you like, it does drag you down a bit, doesn't it?
It does.
This is the one I was looking forward to getting to, because I feel like this is one we always disagree on, relationships. So, it is encouraged to stay single for a year. If when you're getting clean, don't come at me, I'm just reading the facts. So, many, and I can relate to this, many try and fill the void with a relationship, so the void that drugs has left. They try and distract themselves with a relationship. And maybe not you because you're a guy, but I think for girls, like relationships, they can bring like a lot of feelings, can't they?
No, women are full of feelings.
Exactly. But even existing relationships and dating, like they can trigger emotions, arguments, feeling uncomfortable, insecure, and then trying to deal with all those emotions and problems whilst trying to stay sober.
Well, guys feel the same. Guys feel the same. Why?
I know, but I don't think guys talk about it as much.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if we talk about it or not, but we feel the same.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's encouraged for anyone.
Anyone
to stay.
Yeah, not just one.
No, I didn't say that. I was trying to. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. But yeah, I can see that. Like how. I can see why it's a good idea to maybe avoid being in a romantic relationship or dating. And even say you're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And you're getting sober.
Yeah.
I can imagine it would be then very triggering. Like say you're trying to date, and obviously you maybe don't want to disclose your full history to someone straight away, do you? How do you then go for a date? Like if you go to a bar or a restaurant.
You don't have to go to the bar.
No, but I can imagine how it would be triggering. Yeah. Like, you see that person drinking and it makes it harder for you, and you can't even blame them because they don't know the situation or the backstory.
But then you can do other activity.
I know, but I'm just like, I can see how it would be harder to maybe avoid some stuff, how it could be triggering to date.
Yeah.
So it's like dating and relationships.
You can go on the date without a drink, Sarah. Do you know that?
Oh God.
You can't go on the date without a drink.
Oh, I can't remember last time I went on a date, but no. I
remember.
I was nervous.
Did you have a drink?
Yeah. But it's scary. Pride and overconfidence, which is again is one I didn't really think about it. But if you get sort of too cocky about the fact that you've got yourself clean, you may then put yourself in situations where you're more likely to relapse.
I kind of disagree with that.
Do you know? Like, I think, say I got cocky about giving up smoking, being like, yes, I've done it, I'm never going to smoke again, and I go on a night out and everyone around me is smoking, that would make me more likely to relapse.
Well, for me, it wouldn't, because if I'm being cocky around everyone, I stop smoking.
Yeah, but you're good. Like,
but listen, I stop smoking. There's no way I'm gonna smoke, because people that was bragging about me stop smoking, they would laugh at me.
But that's where you're good. Like, you set your mind to something, and you do it, and not everyone has that power.
No, but they will laugh at me. So, for me,
some people laugh at you.
So if I say I'm gonna do something and I don't do it, people are gonna laugh at me. So if you're gonna be cocky, you have to back your talk. So I stop smoking, I stop taking drugs, to everyone, I'm walking around, I'm being clean for 5 months, then me going back to smoke again, everyone wanna call me a wanker.
But bear in mind that you are not an addict. As in, addicts probably aren't as strong-minded as that. I'm not saying all, because I'm sure some are. But yeah. Anyway, these are not my personal opinions. I'm just reading the research. This was one that I think you mentioned a little bit earlier, which is again a very good point. I think we have spoke about it previously as well. And I think even Andrew himself says it, the boredom. Boredom and isolation. Apparently there's a saying, an addict alone is bad company.
It is a bad company.
So even maybe taking up stuff sort of exercise, like you don't have to turn into a gym freak, but even if you have a routine of maybe going for a walk every day, or just something to get you.
How long does a walk last?
I don't know, how long you want it to last.
So if you go full day, if you go 1 day, you're gonna walk for like an hour, and the rest of the time, what are you gonna do? You have to fit. You have to have a timetable.
Yeah, like a little routine. But obviously, exercise does work quite well, as in
it works.
It releases endorphins and makes you feel makes you feel better for longer. Taking up a hobby, like a low stress hobby, like cooking, or like with Andrew, drawing. Gardening. And then like sort of drug or addiction based therapy or support groups. Like, I assume that's why AA works so well. Like, I think, you can't try and give up and then sit in your house all day.
No, you can't.
Especially if your house has been where you've been used to taking the drugs.
It just reminds you of everything.
It's a recipe for disaster, isn't it? And then lastly, uncomfortable emotions. So previously, with an addict, when they were tired or angry or sad or lonely or stressed, they'd probably use drugs. And now they've got to deal with all those emotions, and they need to accept them and acknowledge them without turning to drugs to get over them. So I think sometimes you do just need to sit there and you're like, I'm sad, or I'm angry. But it's the strength in knowing that that feeling will pass, and you just have to sit with it for a bit. Like, that's not how you're going to feel forever.
I think 10 minutes rule. Think about the situation, regardless what you're going to do with it, just have 10 minutes, think about it. I guarantee the outcome will be different.
I think that's a good suggestion from you. Because you've got to look like, you're never going to go through life being 100% happy.
No.
There is going to be moments where you feel all those emotions. And it's learning to deal with them, isn't it? But the good news is, if you can maintain for a year, then you are more likely to permanently succeed. But that did surprise me that it was that long. Because listening to Andrew talk, and when he obviously said he'd got clean, I think he got clean for 3 months.
3 months.
Like, in my head I was thinking, like, that's amazing.
It is amazing.
And that's such a long time, like, what a shame to start using again. But then you do the research, and he's in the majority. The majority of people will relapse within a year, which I never knew before.
But it's good to take baby steps. It's good to try.
Yeah.
Even 3 months is better than no month.
100%, and I think it might help him mentally, as in he knows he can do it because he's done it before. Yeah. So I think that might hopefully help him, and he really wants to.
It does.
To do it again.
Yeah.
It's just getting in that right mindset again, isn't it, and doing the work.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next week. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed it.